Bekah Baby, I'm really sorry I did that to you years ago. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Can you really forgive me? Okay, so here I'm gonna pretend I'm Bekah Baby. You know what? I do forgive you, but what you did really hurt me, you know. That really hurt. But I do forgive you and I do want to move forward, but I do not want you talking to me. That's forgiveness, isn't it, Becca baby, or no?
It is. It
Okay.
is forgiveness.
Okay. Okay.
You
And
don't have to, you can forgive and work through things. You don't have to rekindle your relationship, whatever it was. Like, you can forgive and move forward just with yourself. You don't need to, like, get back together as friends or as a couple or
yeah.
whatever it was, you know?
Yep. 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 I'm not gonna be batty and bench as Jamaican term with nobody who's done me wrong. I don't care how sorry you are. Once you're done, so am I too, and we move on. And we're definitely moving on. And that is just
I
a
love it.
perfect example of Becca Baby and I reenacting that. So listeners, just take like, okay, we're laughing, we're goofing off too, but at the take some key points for this. This is about forgiveness. Don't you want your happiness back? Who cares if, what do you call it? Rod stood you up at the prom 20 years ago. Who cares? Unless Rod
I know.
really, yeah, unless Rod said some real damaging things to you that, Rod called you a slut and you're not a slut. Well, just, okay, Rod, I'm not a slut. Don't call me a slut again. And we move on. Well, I wouldn't be friends with Rod.
That kind of stuff makes me laugh. Like, somebody does that to me, I just, like, look at my best friend and be like, so-and-so just called me a slut. And we'll, like, laugh about it and move forward. Delete, move forward.
I mean, like, Rod, I'm not a slut, okay? But I heard you were bagging a slut. That's all I would say.
Oh, my God.
Woo! Okay, okay. You know what? We're still not even done. We should move on quickly. Becca Baby's called. We should move on. Okay.
We're bad. We just get talking. Okay, go, go, go.
Okay, we're moving on. And listeners, again, we agree. What do you call it? Moving on. Okay, so, okay. Cardi B, what do you call it? She's slamming her critics.
Hey, girl.
Yes, yes. Wop, wop, wop. So Cardi B is slamming her critics, Becca Baby. She's basically won Woman Billboard Woman of the Year. What are your thoughts on that? I know parents have split reactions to it. A lot of people are going to disagree because they don't like the song WAP. Okay, can I talk to the listeners for a minute? You need to get over it. The song's out, the song's old, it's past its peak rotation, it's out of rotation. Just deal with it. Shout out to the radio stations that actually had a conscience not to put that song at number one. They had a conscience. But it was a good song.
Man, it was a great song.
But okay. But Becca, baby, what are your thoughts for her winning Billboard Woman of the Year?
Yes,
Yes,
she should win.
yes, yes, yes. Now, Becca, baby, I wanted to get your thoughts on her thoughts of. I think she said in a Sirius XM podcast interview that she feels a lot of pressure as a female artist to push out more music, and sometimes she's not ready and she just wants to relax. What are your thoughts about her being pressured? Oh, you gotta push out more music. But she feels if she was a male artist, she wouldn't be that pressured.
Well, I think, like, some of the pressure comes from fans because they want her music. So that's a good thing. Like, that is a good thing. Like, people want it. They want to hear it. They want to listen to it. They want to party to it because they know that it's, like, pretty much every song is a hit. But they also have to know it takes time. Like, every song that artists produce usually, like, let's take an album, for example.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a big album, probably, like, 5 of those are going to hit that people are going to play over and over and over and over and over again. And some of them are going to be some that you just hear once in a while type songs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for her, every single song that she's been putting out, even if it is just, like, one that was the song of the year or whatever, is, like, a hit. So they have to understand that a hit takes time to make. It's not just any song that you put out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean,
But I think
sure.
people just want to hear her stuff, but, she's always going to be relevant. Like we were talking about earlier, she's a legacy artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not a here today, gone tomorrow, or, a once in a generation. She spans generation too, because,
Mm-hmm.
from my age, even older than me, listen to her, and older than that, and then all the way younger than me. So she spans multiple generations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cardi B, I do understand what you mean. You feel there's a double standard. I do, but again, as Bekah Baby says, they love your music. And okay, Cardi, you gotta kind of understand, and this is not a diss to you. A lot of people are getting excited that there's more female hip hop artists because for years it was just Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj,